Here, I'm in Ballingeary or Ballingeary here at the moment. I played a score against David Murphy in 2006. There's a lot of lies being told about this score. I just came down here just to show people what really happened on the day.
Right.
This is where the first shot is here. I was there practicing off the line with David Murphy. Brendan Hayes, the chairperson of Bow Command, comes down to me and David and says, "Lads, you can't practice from there." He said, "There's a car parked up there." I said, "Brendan," I said, "why is that?" He said, "There's a car." I said, "Shift the car, Brendan." Brendan told me they won't shift the car. I said, "Brendan, move the starting line up to the car." And Brendan said, "We're not doing that either." So I told him go away and F himself. I said, "We're playing a quarter final of a senior championship and ye left cars parked on the road." I said, "A left-hand track, which I'm going up, it's interfering with me." I said, "Dave Murphy's going the other side of the road." So that was grand. David took 2 more shots off the starting line. I took 2 shots off the starting line. And I went out the road for a few shots where the car was parked there. David and myself moved from the starting line up to here to practice. We had another few shots from here. But this is where the biggest upsetting part of it is for me here. There was Mrs. O'Sullivan, Charlie Sullivan's wife. Charlie Sullivan's wife was coming down the road pushing a wheelchair. Her brother-in-law was in the wheelchair. And I saw that woman coming with the wheelchair. I stopped automatically.
And you knew them?
I know him. It's Charlie Sullivan, Ballingeary, and his wife, and Charlie Sullivan's brother. He had a serious accident and he was in the wheelchair. So I saw Mr. Sullivan coming down with the wheelchair. I stopped. I think her name was Noreen, I'm not sure. But I said to her, I said, "Look, now come down here." I said, "I'm going behind the cars." I said, "The fella that's throwing the bowls, he's fast." I said, "Go in behind the cars." And there was a lot of gravel here. So I said, "Would you want a hand pulling the wheelchair in?" So I stopped, I came over, and I was going to give her a hand, pushing the wheelchair in. But we got her in, she was in behind the cars. But the thing about this is, people went into court and swore in affidavit that I just missed that man's head with a bowl, using a man in a wheelchair to get at me. There was no bowl, never went near that man. I stopped when I saw them coming down the road. There was no one ever in danger with me. And the lies that they're telling about me, they can ask Charlie Sullivan, ask his wife. I stopped when I saw them coming down the road and I was willing to push the wheelchair in behind the cars. There were 3 abreast here and I stopped and I told her to go well in because the bows are coming down, they're fairly fast. You could get a belt for
And is that what you got suspended for then, Kieran, the whole, that was it?
Yeah, I got a letter on Tuesday night, or Tuesday morning.
But there was nothing else happened on the road other than those 2 things?
No, that was it. I got a letter Tuesday night, or Tuesday morning, to come into the meeting. Went into the meeting, and what's the name, I explained my case, and they said go out. But what I didn't realise was there was a senior player inside in the meeting. He could never beat me on the bowling road, and he proposed a 2-year suspension for me. So he thought he could win everything when I was out of the frame. But for another senior player, there was a conflict of interest straight away there. He wanted me out of the game, dressed for his own gain.
So this car here is parked in the exact position that the car on the day was parked in?
Yes. David Murphy threw first. David had a left-hand pull. David went up the right-hand side of the road, so he was thrown away from the car. I throw balls left, spin them right, so I came up the left-hand track. Brendan Hayes told me not to throw balls practice because there was a car parked there, I couldn't practice. But when I came to the score, the car was still there. I threw my first ball, and what people don't realise is we were playing for nearly 10,000 quid a side. And I threw that ball, and my first ball hit that car. So David Murphy had 150 yards on me at the first shot, after the first shot.
So Kieran, we're here again now in Ballingeary, right? And I'm just wondering, you know, would you do anything differently? Have you any regrets?
I do a lot differently, Bernard. If I had my time over again and the car was on the road, I'd have put on my coat and walking off the road. But I carried on the score. And when I got the 2-year suspension, I should have just put on my coat and said, "Shove it up your ass." Simple as that. I should have just walking away from the game. I went to the court. I was in Dublin before I knew it. It was one of the biggest regrets. I can't do anything about it. So that's life. It's done. That's it, but these people are punishing me for something that happened 14 years ago, lies that they made up to just get at me out of the game. People had personal vendettas against me in top table in Ballingeary. They had a personal vendetta, and 14 years later, they're still carrying it on. You should be ashamed of yourselves.
Oh yeah, so my name is Bernard O'Donovan. I've been supporting Kieran there for the last 3 years, right? So every year since 2006 when Kieran was suspended, for 14 years in a row, he has appealed to Ballingeary to try and get back in to the sport every year. And every year he's been refused. He's been refused without even being met. Ballingeary have never met with Kieran in the 14 years that he's appealed every year. So I ask Ballingeary now, and in particular O'Driscoll's solicitors, okay, to come and meet with us to try and resolve the issue, to try and get Kieran back playing. Because I think that's what it's all about. It's very important. And lastly, but not least, I have to say as well, I call on all the senior players within the organisation to stand up and be men, right? And come and support Kieran, right? By not entering the 2020 championship, right? Kieran was a senior player, was an All-Ireland winner, and you should stand up and you should support them. And you know, someday you might get a chance and you might even beat them. Right? And I just